can't bargain.
Yeah, she is.
This woman cannot bargain. Bro, she cannot do 1 rupee bargaining. She'll be like, "Bhaiya, please." So most people are very like not receptive towards women with opinions. So when a woman like actually stands up for herself, somehow it's like she's being too prude, she's being too like loud. People can't handle a woman with opinions. And every time I think it's like a lot of male ego coming in the picture. Okay, how can you think a girl, saying this? It's just very like men who are not able to handle a strong woman. But men these days are complete princesses, okay? By everything. They want flowers, they want chocolates, they want
But
advice.
why not? It's cute. Boys should get flowers and all.
Like, I mean, a lot of girls are calling out guys also for like silly reason. And very first thing is discussion.
Sometimes I don't understand. Like everything and anything and everything gets cancelled these days.
I know. And this disculture is just so frustrating. Like, I still don't feel, and I can literally say it on the public platform, that India's Got Latent had anything wrong. What is your type in guys? In men?
See, the only type I don't have is I don't date misogynist.
That is so true.
So no misogynist, no sexist.
See, I feel like I like men who are more feminine because it's very important for you to understand each other more than anything else. Like, yeah, like, I mean, I don't like very, I'm like that. I like, yeah, hi, how are you? Do you?
Hello everyone and welcome back to another thrilling episode of Smaash. Today's episode is very special to me. It's about 4 girlies, yes, along with me. We 4 are building something super incredible in our 20s and we wanted to keep it very women-centric because why not to have a women-centric podcast, right? So it's all about their brand that they're building. So our today's guests are building a brand called Every Little Experience. Although I want to tell you every single thing about this brand and how incredible it is, I want you guys to see this podcast till the end and listen to it by their own mouth because who can better explain what they are doing rather than the people who are actually doing it. Today's podcast is very close to my heart because I've been planning to do it from a very long time, like having 4 girls on the table and talk about random stuff. Although people will be talking about their brand, but we want to talk about everything that surrounds women and girls in day-to-day life. So let's get started. I'm so happy to have all of you guys here with me. And how is the energy?
Hi, thank you. We're so excited. Yeah.
Okay, likewise. So like, how is the day going? Like, was it convenient for you to come to Mool? Like, did you like Mool?
We love it.
Pretty,
And
it's very cute.
she drove till town for the first time to like reach here.
You came from Kandivali, right?
Yes.
That is an achievement.
1 hour, 3
actually an
minutes.
achievement.
To drive.
You literally drove from Kandivali to like Kala Ghoda. That's like 45 minutes?
1 hour.
1 hour, 3 minutes.
Close, but okay. So, let's get this banger conversation started. So, I want you all to start with what exactly is Every Little Experience and who came up with the idea. Like, what was the inspiration like, or you always had it in your mind that you want to start something like that, and like anything related to Every Little Experience.
It was a very random idea out of the blue. Khushi just called us up one day. I have a business idea. And we were also excited. We said, let's do it.
Yeah, and I think like it's like a love child. Like all 3 of us are very similar interests, even though we're very different people. We like aesthetics, we like events, we like workshops, we love marketing also. So putting all of that together, we made this like love baby called Every Little Experience, where majorly like we work with events and workshops, but our main goal is to usually like get in touch with brands and work with brands. We want to work with brands and build concepts, so like where the consumers get to interact with a brand in a very unique sense. Like we want to give our consumers something new, something unique. We want them to have fun and to have like a new experience every time they go out.
Oh, and that's really nice because for a social butterfly like you, it's might be like nice to like interact with all of them.
Yeah, the Bombay scene becomes a little boring after like everyone is just going out for dinner.
So we wanted to promote like having fun without
Having fun without having to
alcohol.
indulge into something that.
So like highlighting the fact that you can actually have fun without the alcohol as well.
Yes.
Yeah, because I feel like I remember I was having this conversation with one of my friend, like everything we do for fun like has alcohol in it. Like why can't we like go out or like do something which doesn't require alcohol. It's not a requirement as such, but we tend to
you
make it
don't
a
need
part of
alcohol
our
to have fun.
lifestyle, I
Yeah.
would like to say.
That's true. And for all of our events, we have like something unique along with the drinks as well. Like we have mocktails, which are so cute because for our Christmas cake decoration workshop, we had Christmassy mocktails for every person who attended the workshop. For our Christmas cake decoration workshop, we had like cute Christmassy mocktails for everyone who attended, and people came in with their boyfriends to have like a new date experience. So something like that is very fun for couples as well because it like for long-term dating, new experiences.
Yeah, it's
basically.
So we like customizing events based on the occasion and everything in the event.
It is so wholesome also. Like, I think all our events, one feedback that we've, like not feedback, but one comment we've gotten is like, it's very wholesome. All our events have a lot of feelings, a lot of love. So basically every little experience is building experiences with love and affection and looking after small details.
And can I know the inspiration behind it? Like, where is that inspiration for that love theme comes from?
I think it's like, imagine 3 friends coming in together and building something. It has to have love in it. Like, I think the inspiration is each other, and inspiration is also like doing something for our people is just nice.
So, dosti pyar hai.
Yes, pyar dosti hai.
Okay. So, like, when did you guys started it? Like in your college? Like you guys knew each other from school, if I'm not wrong.
No.
The 2 of us knew each other from school. Like we were not in the same school. We lived in the same building, and we know
We are-
college.
And they hated me. They absolutely disliked
We
me.
did not hate her.
I mean, we were not fond of her.
So, we had a different like perception of Kushi.
Yeah, that is true.
Which is absolutely not true. So now
Like-
we're very good friends with her, and
Yeah.
we just
Now we
it's
love
just
her.
Friends working together, and it's just so fun because before events, all 3 of us go shopping and decide what we want to wear. And
The best part about our pre-event ritual is we always have to go shopping before every event. I think we also like, I think it's funny how we're all very different, but there's something that about all 3 of us that's very similar. Like the crux of us is very similar. Baki sab alag alag hai, like
What do you guys shop?
everything, bro.
for like basically before we got our yearly sweatshirts, we used to, for our first event we all went like shopping to decide what to wear.
Yeah, we got lip liners also. We went dress shopping, then we got lip liners. I don't know how.
Ruchi and I were discussing once that going shopping with you is so much better than just us.
Yeah, because they are so indecisive
Oh,
No,
right,
not
like
not
that.
for
Oh,
clothes
okay.
and all.
Quick,
Everything.
like,
It's
quick.
and they can't bargain.
Yeah, she is.
This woman cannot bargain. Bro, she cannot do 1 rupee bargaining. She'll be like, "Bhaiya, please." Yeah,
Because she just pays the person the amount that she wants, and they have to agree with her.
yeah, bro, they never argue with me.
I think they agree with her, and I just can't.
That's why you need a friend who knows how to.
But Ruchi can bargain with restaurants. That top tier shit.
that we have learned from. No, that we learned from her only.
That I've never done. I don't have the guts only.
For a private party, we wanted like drinks from our side for everyone who was attending. It was a sip and paint party, so the sip and paint, everything was from our side. So then we had like 20 drinks.
Yeah, budget constraints.
So then we were like, we had a budget issue. So then they had to agree to a price that I said.
And the price, I promise you, is unbelievable.
It was half of the
50%.
50% of the original price.
What was the price?
I think it was priced at like 500. We got it for like 200, 250.
So, I really want to jump to this topic. We all have heard about this India's Got Talent controversy. And I really want to know that what went wrong with Rebel Kid. Because we know what went wrong with Ranveer Alabadia, and somehow the other way it was kind of justified. I think there is like a mixed opinion, but it was kind of justified. But for Rebel Kid, like the backlash she got, and it's not like she said something which was not inappropriate. It was inappropriate, and I truly stand by it. But the thing is, it was only her who was getting the backlash, and in the whole scenario, she was like she was objectified by that one contestant. But no one was actually calling out that contestant. And after that, the people who used to follow her or people who used to fangirl around her fame, they stood for her and they started getting the address of these guys. So what do you think was like the...
So most people are very not receptive towards women with opinions. So when a woman actually stands up for herself, somehow it's like she's being too prude, she's being too loud. People can't handle a woman with opinions. And every time I think it's like a lot of male ego coming in the picture. Okay, how can you think a girl, saying this? It's just very like men who are not able to handle a strong woman.
Right. Do you guys think that men can't handle strong women?
No, men can. Of course.
Would you date someone who's taller to you?
Tall.
Yeah, taller to you.
That's not my type.
That's not his type.
You date someone shorter than you?
I mean, no one's shorter than me, so.
Yeah, same goes with you.
नहीं मेरे को प्रॉब्लम ही नहीं है. दिखाओ मेरे से कोई शॉर्ट लड़का. कौन? ठीक है, कर लूँगी डेट अगर अच्छा होगा.
No, it's like
No, it's not about height
it's not
and
about
all,
height,
but like
it's just not about strong.
Men like very timid women, like shant types, which is very like annoying to me.
no, ऐसा
From what I've seen, like
Not all men.
not all men, of course, but I remember something Aranya Johar said. Not all men I know, but men I can trust are very few. Like I don't know.
That's something even I can resonate with because like even I keep meeting a lot of guys and not a lot of guys are very open to like dealing with bold women and like it's like there is this if you know mansplaining, it's like half of the people I know do the mansplaining before, like I did not even know that term. Like I got to know about that term बहुत recently and I was like, okay, this is something that has happened with me in so many different scenarios. Like when I'm trying to explain something to that one guy and he's like, yeah, but I mean, do you understand the fact that I am also saying the same thing, and just because I'm a woman, just because you feel that I'm a girl and I'm inferior to you, you're trying to explain the same thing to me, which is something even I'm saying. So it's like this is this whole thing in their mind that okay, if it's a woman, then okay, she might not know a lot, so I should be explaining it to her, or यार उसको क्या पता होगा, वो तो सिर्फ एक लड़की है. So it's like I like interact with so many people who are from the good families as well. So it's not a family thing, I feel. It's like people are like, okay, there are like some shallow guys, there are like cheap guys, but it's like there are so many guys we sit with, we talk to, and kahin na kahin in their minds they do have this thing कि okay, वो लड़की है तो we have to explain this to her, or she might not know, even though अगर उसको पता हो she might know, but it's like no, she cannot know.
I think it's just that men are so insecure sometimes that they try to reflect their insecurities by putting women down. It's not all cases, of course, because not all men, but most men I know usually if they want to have the last word, it's only because they think कि अगर किसी ने मेरे को overpower कर लिया तो मैं weak लगूंगा. It's not because I think it's about their own insecurities more than it is about anyone else who's opposite to them. Be it a guy also. Guys also can't be like, नहीं भाई तूने जो बोला नहीं, मैंने जो बोला वही bro. Like it's just a boy thing.
But I am actually glad I don't like the men who are around me. They aren't exactly like this. No, I don't know. No, the men around me, touch wood, are not
Very strong opinionated.
not strong opinionated, but the way you're explaining that category of
Category, but I think even like not your friends personally, but I'm saying that,
like just men around me overall.
yeah, I think in general it's not all men, of course, but I think if there is something wherein like they have to have the last word, it's coming more from the sense that they're not secure within what they say, so they have to prove it to others कि नहीं भाई नहीं मैं right हूँ.
So it's like I was going through this Reddit comment and somehow the other thing happened that a girl kind of rejected a guy, and then the guy it was like it's a very polite one, okay, she's like no, I'm not interested. The guy was constantly trying to like hit on her and she was constantly rejecting. She's saying no, I'm not interested, in a very nice way, it's not in a demeaning way as well. And then that guy started trolling her on the next level. He was like, bro, and then once she said, like after 10 comments, that girl said, bro, you don't even look good, you're not up to my standards and status, and no, I don't want to date you. Male ego, exactly, male ego. And then this guy started commenting when she said that you don't even look good, which was, I feel like it was just fairly right. But anyways, that guy started calling her out. Like, bro, you are wearing aisa 10 kilo ka makeup, and how can you even say that? And I was like, bro, you are the one who was begging for attention, who was begging for her to say yes to you, and now the moment she rejected you, you're trying to like insult her. Exactly. That speaks so much about you.
Insecurities.
So, a lot of conversation about guys. But I do feel like, some or the other way, I do feel that guys have like a very, very, very strong opinions when it comes to women. Because it's like even I have these situations in my life that even my good friends try to come up with a thing, and I'm like, how could you? Like, why would you? So maybe because like I am very pro active, ki no, you can't say anything against me. But I feel like it's vice versa as well. But these days we have also started shedding a lot of light on like men. So it's not only centric to women, it's also centric to men as well these days.
Like how?
Like, I mean, a lot of girls are calling out guys also for like silly reason, and very first thing is distraction.
Sometimes I don't understand. Like everything and anything and everything gets cancelled these days.
I know, and this disc culture is just so frustrating. Like, I still don't feel, and I can literally say it on the public platform, that India's Got Latent had anything wrong. I feel like it was a kind of
freedom of speech is being like despaired for what reason?
Exactly my point. And I felt like the exaggeration that show got for that one comment, I understand it was wrong on a lot of levels, but it was not required, and there were like a lot of other things that was happening in the country which needed this much attention. But I was like that the stupid attention these guys were getting was ridiculous.
I saw a story where someone put up कि अभी तक कोलकाता का रेप केस सॉल्व नहीं हुआ, पर India's Got Latent को cancel करना है. This is how you raise issues in India. And now guys started posting it only because उनका favorite show cancel हो गया, not even because they care about the issue. I feel like it's very like, you know, when you feel something it's not going your way, then somehow you care about other things.
And it's like the narrative also keeps changing so much. मतलब जो लोग पहले India's Got Latent के reels बना रहे थे, like bro, I just love Samir and I love everyone who come, and those are the same people who are like literally throwing hate now.
Samay, no one hates. Samay तो has not gotten any hate. His show got...
No, he is being hated.
So I just feel that there was no need to remove all the episodes of the show. Like there is a large population that really likes the show, and just because of one little comment, like it was inappropriate, agreed, but no need to go to the Supreme Court. That was not needed. The Supreme Court just takes weird cases and
tell about tell that Rasgulla thing, no please. Say.
You're stupid.
Say no.
So my brother told me there was this case wherein Odisha and Bengal were fighting against who owns the
Rasgulla.
yeah,
Like who
and
found the Rasgulla.
That was on the Supreme Court. Bro, crazy.
no, that is so stupid.
It was a court case.
Hilarious.
And now it's from Odisha.
Rasgulla belongs to which state?
It was Odisha one?
Bengal.
It's from Bengal.
The court decided it's from Odisha.
Yeah. Very, very stupid cases that go to the High Court, and then some relevant cases don't even get a chance. Yeah.
I feel like maybe it's stupid to ask, but like there will be like a lot of, because India may you see that there are so many cultures and so many religion. So a lot of religion have like a lot of emphasis on certain things which we might not find reasonable, but for them it's a big thing.
No, but just in comparison to the other cases that don't reach the court, High Court or Supreme Court.
Not
Exactly,
to like
it's something the government really needs to work on, but we still don't know what's happening. We do call ourselves a democratic country. We say that, oh, we are to the people, for the people and by the people, but I don't really see it. Like, it's all on the paper, but I don't really see it on this a framework mein functional way mein. And it's like, it's so disheartening to see that all the rape cases take so much time to get resolved, like most of them. And like with the urgency, if you see elections, honestly, if you see elections, with the things that come out on the urgency is like so quick. With just a snap, you see, oh, this MLA did this, this is this. Okay, fine, I understand. We are a democratic country, we are participating in it, and that's our right, and that's something we should be doing as good citizens, and we totally agree to it. But the thing is, I feel like there is a lot of favorism when it comes to media.
So even when I'm talking about these things like about gender and like men or women, I'm so worried about saying something wrong, because the cancel culture has come to a point where if you say something wrong and you don't even mean most of the time, you just mean to say or share your opinion, you get cancelled. So there's no, at this point it's like completely condemning our freedom of speech.
That's really true. So is there any like misconception you have encountered in your life while you were like you guys are doing something in a creative field. It's very creative. But was there any misconception you got from your relatives or family, friends, or even strangers, which you felt was like is not right, and I really need to stand for it?
But like
It could be like petty thing as well. Like there are so many things that even my family raises, and it's very petty. I'll explain you my scenario. It's like a lot of time it happens that if I'm coming late, my mama is like very worried and she starts screaming on me because obviously she's worried about me. But a lot of time I keep explaining it to her that Ma, I understand that you're worried about me, but you also need to understand that I'm working, and sometimes work does get थोड़ा सा shifted. कभी late हो जाता है. And I keep telling them that you don't need to get worried itna zyada. I can take care of myself.
Everyone we've met is very supportive of the things that we do.
Yeah, everyone around us,
Including
everyone
our
we've met,
family.
Yeah, they're all very supportive. So more than them, it's all in our heads. Like before our first year, we were so scared about not getting any registrations. Like that is a constant thing that has been with us throughout all of our events. That what if people just don't show up? But we've been very lucky, and people do actually show up. So.
And what is that one feedback you guys always get for all of your events?
One feedback that we get is that it was just like Kushi said, it was very wholesome. It was
I think you mean the negative side.
no, like constructive criticism.
Constructive, destructive.
I thought you meant a comment that we get.
anything.
Yeah.
I think we've gotten this a lot. I mean, at least during our last event, everyone was like, "और seats क्यों नहीं थे? We want to come, and
They wanted another date for the event. More like it was like 4 girls and it was girly, all of that we got. Like,
I think it's just so nice that Touchwood, our community is very healthy, very positive. So the feedback that we've gotten also, I personally cannot remember one negative thing we've heard from our consumers or like clients or people who've come. So if I like show you our feedbacks, we've gotten paragraphs and paragraphs, and I think every time after an event we are so overwhelmed like reading those messages. The first time we got a message, I think all 3 of us were sitting together, we're like, what? It's just so cute.
we got one feedback from this person. She replied to our story. She's like, why didn't you tell me about this? I would have come for the event. And we're like, we posted about it. And then the next event, we actually, like, she came for the next.
Yeah, and then she came for the next one after that also.
Oh,
She replied to our story saying that, why didn't you tell me about the workshop?
Okay, I have this one question, and it's my favorite question. What is your meaning of sisterhood? Like, I cherish this word. I cherish this word in my life because I feel like my best friends and for my girlies or my roommates, I live for them because they like make my life so much better in Mumbai because I'm not from Mumbai. But what is your meaning of sisterhood, womanhood?
we're all like very girls.
Yeah, like
To me, sisterhood is all about having each other's backs and like supporting each other.
Uplifting.
it's like coming together even after all your differences. Like no matter how different you all are, just come together and like celebrate and love. Respecting, yes, respect.
Right.
What is sisterhood for you?
For me, I think it's like feeling like home because I am away from home, and anyone who makes me feel like home is like is my girly. You know, there are so many times I keep calling Aram and Kalp also my girly, and I'm like, guys, now you are my girlies because obviously I'm just gonna share my deepest darkest secret with my girlies.
This is just like Tiswar Kanchit made all of the guys.
Yes, I do address them
और
as my
makeup
girlies.
लगाओ, और makeup लगाओ, और makeup लगाओ.
Not in like that, but I keep calling them my girlies. So whenever I'm like talking to them around 9, 10 or 11 or whatsoever time, and I'm like, now you're also like kind of a princess, my kind of a girly, and they're like, please Neha, don't do that.
But men these days are complete princesses, okay? Bhai, everything. They want flowers, they want chocolates, they want everything.
Why not? It's
I
cute.
too would love to give it, but then सामने भी तो कुछ करे. 2 princesses, it's okay, sisterhood.
Boys should get
I have
flowers
gotten
and all.
flowers for like, I can't say dates. I've never been on a date. I'm sorry, this is a lie, okay? Like, no dates I've ever been entire life.
But you were saying something.
What was I saying? I forgot.
Boys deserve flowers.
Boys.
Of course.
Why not?
But I deserve them more.
I don't think they say it. They don't show it that they like flowers. They don't admit it, I think.
Khatarnak, bhai, why didn't you?
So I feel like society makes it very difficult for them to like express, because there is this misconception that guys don't cry or guys should not be expressing themselves. So I think because of that a lot of guys, like even all the guys I have in my life, they are not very expressive. Like their EQ is zero. Guys, I'm literally saying, like most of the guys I know, their EQ is zero. They don't know what to say. They don't know comforting words. If you're crying, they don't know what is the right thing to say. Half of the men that I know have zero EQ. So it's like sometimes I keep wondering that ऐसा कैसे हो सकता है कि हर लड़के का EQ इतना कम है. And I feel like it is something the society को blame कर सकते हैं, because I think mostly, like most of the conversations I have had with my guy friends, they told me that their family never had that conversation with them. It's like, they never talked about that. How are you feeling? I don't remember any parent telling their bacha or ladka ki, how are you feeling? And it's not like right or wrong. I won't say it's right or it's wrong that they are not doing it. It's just that they are not accustomed to do it. Like for example, if I am there, my mom would ask that how are you feeling or not. But I don't think that's the same thing with the guys. So about this flyer thing also, but I feel like, if my personal opinion, if I like a guy, I also want to give him flowers. Like I want a bigger bouquet. Obviously, I will also like get him 2, 3, 4 flowers. Why not? Because I know that he will never understand the significance of a whole bouquet. But yeah, I want him to feel that. So that's the way.
After like asked that my ex like on a prom date with like 3 bouquets and like a chocolate bouquet, a flower bouquet and a diary. I asked him out like when we were going to the Hiya's prom birthday thing. Like context over context.
So what is your type in guys, in men?
See, the only type I don't have is I don't date misogynists.
That is so true.
So no misogynist, no sexist.
See, I feel like I like men who are more feminine, because it's very important for you to understand each other more than anything else. Like, yeah, like I mean, I don't like very, I'm like that. I like, yeah, hi, how are you? Do you?
Yeah, but on the contrary, I prefer very masculine men.
But I think masculine men also like, with that feminine side is so important. Like if you're like whole pura time like no, right? Yeah, like expressive, slightly feminine also. Like I like a guy who cares about
Yeah,
himself.
but now that's a misconception, right? Again, even guys that look like that can be someone.
Yeah, but then guys who look like that are not willing to express that. I want them to show it. Like
So you can do the pookification, no? Yeah. What's the sense of you coming in the life if you cannot do the
where's
pookification?
at the bow thing over here, Pookie.
Yeah. It's like, I like to do that a lot. I want to make each guy in my life a pookie.
Like if I had a physical type, I'd like very gayish men.
Why?
I don't know, they look very cute, like bonita.
You like gayish guys.
Nah, I'm what? I like John Abraham.
So
I like him though.
honestly, I had like a lot of masti and a lot of fun moment with you guys. And let's switch back to every little experience, because honestly, when I came across this brand, I saw a vision. I saw like it's something that is that somewhere has the potential to make a change. Honestly, because when I met 3 of you, all 3 of you have a very different personality, which is very attractive to me, because it's like you 3 have different superpowers.
What were your impressions about us?
Okay, I'll tell you. So when I met Khushi, I understood that she's very social butterfly, she's very bubbly and all. So I was like, that's nice, no? For any event to go well, you have to interact with everyone. You have to make them feel included. That's the one thing for which the events get successful. That's one thing. Because when you talk to everyone, they feel included, and that's what you want. So about Khushi, yes, that. And about you, Diya, it's like I felt that you were very sincere. Like, yes, I felt that you were very sincere. You are like, you know what you're doing. Something like that. It's just like, I may be wrong, but I feel like you know what you're doing, and you are mindful about the fact you're doing. You want to speak. Since we're talking about podcast, you want to speak or you want to do anything when you feel like, okay, I know what I'm doing and I should be doing. You might doubt yourself, but you're like, okay. So that sincerity is something I see in you. And about Ruchi, I feel like you are very chupa rustam kind of person, because I love that mysterious part of it. For example, if I'm going to a show and I feel that there are three different people. One speaks a lot, the other one only speaks when she feels that it's right, and the other one doesn't speak at all. But that's like the perfect combination of people. I feel you are like a very chupa rustam kind of person, not in a bad way, in a good way. So it's like you never know what is coming next, something like that. So I don't come with subtitle kind of attitude. So it's a question out of curiosity. Like, how are you guys keeping up with your persona on social media? Because being in this field, like I personally can resonate with it. A lot of time it happens that when I'm on camera and when I'm off camera, I have a very different personality. But since you're catering to a lot of people, since you know that a lot of people from different interests, from different age groups will be seeing your content, you have to be mindful about what you say. You have to be mindful about what you do in your life. That's very important. That's one lesson we got from this whole India's Got Latent controversy. So yeah, but how are you guys dealing with this? Like, how are you keeping up with your persona on social media, both for the brand and personally?
So, regarding social media, we've had like a lot of ups and downs since the beginning. But since it's our like primary platform where we build our community, we actually post the content that we believe in, that we like, and that we think resonates exactly what we do. We don't believe in like just posting for like just posting it. We actually pour our love, our hearts, and all of our effort into making this one thing that we love. And that is what attracts people to our page, and that is what makes them follow us, and that is how they reach out to us. So we just post what we believe in. That's how our own whole.
Not just that, like I think social media as a concept is very tricky. Like one moment you're getting all the reach, all the inquiries, and then out of nowhere वो पूरा बंद हो जाता है. It's very difficult to honestly tackle like being consistent on social media.
Consistency is the key, honestly, but we are still trying to get there.
What is your dream collaboration?
I think as of now, we have a really nice idea for this brand, and I hope we can make it happen. With MAC Cosmetics.
Oh, I love their products. What idea do you have in your mind, if you wanna talk about it?
We are soon going to post about it.
So like you got that collaboration or
No.
It's our dream.
so you will be making a spec ad, a spec pitch.
Idea we have that we want to bring to life if they respond to us, hopefully.
Yeah,
That's very nice.
it's like a dream. Hopefully it comes true and not break.
I will surely attend that event if it happens, which I know it will happen. So what is that one thing you are discovering about yourself while working on this brand?
I think one thing that I have learned is that I should be more open to new ideas. I sometimes reserve myself a lot, so that I should be open to ideas.
It's nice.
What about you, Ruchi?
So I feel like I'm very like when it comes to doing actual work, I'm like very bossy and want things in my own way, which is not entirely right, because there are many right ways to do one thing. So I should be like more open, like exactly like the other.
Not bossy, I mean like in the creative part, yes. Creatives, yes.
No, like
She's very perfectionist.
Oh, she's a
I want
perfectionist.
things to go in like a certain way. Like first we'll do this, then this, then this. But you can like directly skip to A to C, which is
Okay.
And I think I'm learning to understand, there's this professional boundary, and I'm as a person very outspoken, very loud. So to draw the line between professionalism and my personal personality, I think that's like something I'm trying to figure out of where to act in what sense. It's like a graph, hopefully which will go upwards, but right now it's sort of kind of
no, it has gone up.
hopefully stagnant, but hopefully everything falls in place.
Become better.
Oh God, I really don't want this conversation to end, but sadly we are concluding. But there is this one thing that we do with all of our guests. So what is that one word that comes in your mind when we say Smaash Podcast? Like what has been your experience with us? So all three of you have to say that one word. Starting from Ruchi.
It's like it's, I would want to say inclusive, because as you said, you stand for inclusivity, and no one, like, we started this about 4 months ago, like 3-4 months ago, and who would have imagined us being
Yeah,
on
we
the
never
podcast,
imagined.
like talking about our brand. So it's we're really grateful for like the podcast, and like inclusive, like very inclusive, extremely inclusive.
Thank you so much. What about you?
I think powerful that you want to bring the youth and give them a platform where they can actually share their stories.
I think Smash is a banger, like one word banger.
Thank you so much. It was great having you guys here, because I don't usually do a lot of chit chat in any episode, but this was the only episode where I literally opened my heart and like, spoke things, and I did not even think about it, because while I'm having conversation, I'm really mindful about the fact that whatever I'm saying has to be very, very appropriate. But this time I was just so free. It felt like I'm just having conversation with 3 girls. So it was just like so free, and I might have said things which might upset a lot of people, but again, it's my opinion. Deal with it. Thank you so much for each and everyone who saw this podcast till the end. If you like this podcast, please like, share, and comment. And we will see you in the next episode. Bye bye.
सूचित है ना यहाँ जो
अभी एक ना रिद्धि के नहीं लाने गए
यार some days I want to cry. Come here. सूचे ना जानो सूचे
And we just now it's just friends working together, and it's just so fun.
Okay.
potato.
I feel like I'm
Okay. We listen and we don't judge. I have
दिया हाँ बोल बोल.
I can't think of anything.
I'll say one
very
more
scared
time.
of judgment.
I can't stand guys who like trans. Although, yeah, I know, I can't. I just feel that their personality is too overpowering to me. And I just feel like that I can't deal with those guys.
I am very picky. Like I think I don't मेरे को ऐसे if someone's grammar is bad, no, in my head I will judge the living shit out of that person.
Same, me
Like
too.
I can't. बाकी perfect इंसान होगा पर इतना भी grammar नीचे ऊपर हुआ ना I'll get like